Hello, friends. Come and listen to the latest news from all around the colonies. I'm your host, Mercy Otis Warren. Our biggest story is that General George Washington has arrived in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He's now the leader of the Continental Army. People say he looked calm and strong, and he gave a speech that made everyone feel brave and hopeful. Washington told Congress that the Army still needs a lot of work to get ready to fight. Most of the men were not trained fighters. They were regular people who need practice and some help to become a real army. But he promised that he would work very hard to make them into the soldiers they need to be so they can stand up to the British. There's a big problem, though. The soldiers don't have enough gunpowder. Some say they only have enough for one shot each. People are looking everywhere for the supplies to make more powder in barns and cellars, and there are ships that are trying to sneak through the king's blockades to bring supplies from other countries. In Boston, Patriot soldiers are still surrounding the British soldiers, trying to stop them from getting food and supplies, so they will hopefully leave the city without a big fight. The British soldiers inside are worried, and they're probably pretty hungry, but they're staying behind those walls for now. In Philadelphia, the Continental Congress has been very busy. They sent a letter to King George called the Olive Branch Petition. This letter asks for peace, and it hopes the king will listen and stop all this fighting. John Dickinson wrote most of it. He's from Pennsylvania. He hopes this can fix things peacefully instead of having a long and dangerous war. At the same time, the Congress also wrote and approved something called the Declarations of the Causes and Necessity of Taking Up Arms. That's a long name, I know. This paper, though, says the colonies do not really want to make a new country yet. They just want to protect their freedom and their rights. Right now, they feel they're being treated unfairly, and they want to stand up for themselves. But they would like to stay a part of Britain if the king will treat them better. Farther north, General Philip Schuyler is getting ready at Fort Ticonderoga. His men want to march into Canada to take over Montreal and Quebec, so the British can't plan surprise attacks from the north. Maybe they can even make some new friends up there to help us battle the British. There are also some brave folks all around the colonies. Some are sneaking onto British ships to take powder and food. In other areas like New Hampshire, the Carolinas, and New York, even little fishing towns in Maine, there are people practicing with their muskets. They're leaving their farms to become soldiers because they believe fighting now will help protect their families and make life better in the future. Families are helping. They're sending food and supplies, hoping for freedom and a better future. More and more people are dreaming of a new country where they can be free and make their own choices. Right now, the colonies stand at an important moment. The leaders say they will stop fighting only if the British stop first and promise not to do it again. Until then, they're going to keep standing strong to protect their homes and their families. This has been Voice of the Colonies for this first week of July, 1775. I'm Mercy Otis Warren. Tune in next week, and I'll have more news and stories of courage.